That'll do. Good morning, folks. I have a question for you. Heath Ledger or Jack Nicholson? You're both wrong. The answer is Cesar Romero. Just occurred to me that it's been a very long time since I had any sort of a straight up, just for laughs kind of geek argument. And I really miss it. I really miss those sort of oddly invested arguments or debates or whatever you want to call it that we used to have about pop culture stuff. Like whether or not Superman was stronger than, say, Goku. Don't really care. Not really a big Dragon Ball fan. But but it's, there's something to be said for that imaginative, that just really meaningless, but so easy to become emotionally invested in. But emotionally invested not so much because you want to prove you're right or because you want to prove the other guy wrong, so much as you're emotionally invested in the having fun of it. And with modern pop culture having gone so very DIE, it's really rare that anyone has that sort of discussion anymore. Instead, it's more things like Iceman shouldn't be gay or they need more representation. No. We gotta stop all this shit. When I was a kid, Star Wars and Star Trek, if you've ever seen the movie Fanboys, that's not too far off of geek culture when I was a kid. Where, well, nobody actually called anyone a Vulcan-loving Spock sucker, but Kirk-loving Spock sucker, that's what it was. But still, and if you haven't seen Fanboys, you really should go watch it. It's definitely fun. And Shatner makes a cameo. Yeah, like I was saying, when I was a kid, Star Wars and Star Trek were the two big properties, and people would argue about whether or not Han Solo or Captain Kirk was cooler. By the time I got to the point of having most of these discussions, it had kind of switched from Kirk Solo to Riker Solo. For the record, Han Solo's still cooler. Riker never shot anybody. Well, not first, anyway. But I had to open the window just a moment. Sorry about that. Easy, camera. But it's the having of those arguments was completely idle time, completely meaningless in the grand scheme of things, but would still somehow fire the imagination. It's similar, but it's really not that closely related to the idea of sports loyalty. Talking stats and things about teams. It's not quite the same as comparing one pop culture property to another. There's no real stats when you're talking about the Avengers, for example. And I mean the actual Avengers, the one where Hawkeye had a purple hat with wings on it, mask. But I've got a hell of a sniffle this morning too. But what's really, I suppose, lacking in a lot of pop cultural discussions these days is that sort of light-hearted or light-spirited emotional investment. And it's a real shame because people who are passionate about things are generally more fun to be around. And there's a very big difference between the passion of a true pop culture fan and the zealotry of an SJW. And I use that term in its proper context, zealotry. It's akin to a religion for these people, that everything needs to be broken down and started over almost, or has to have layer after layer of low quality artifice forced on top of it to somehow be represented. I'm sorry, the Hulk is a green-skinned 9-foot monster rage creature. And yet we could relate to him. How much more relatable is a black character really going to be? Anyway, a little bit of news. Last night I played the first game session of Shades of Dominion over on my buddy the Carnal Conservatives channel. Had a good time. Very good time. To say we ended the session on a cliffhanger or a moment of tension would be very accurate. I was surprised at how easily the role-playing aspect came in. I honestly wasn't sure, because the game was initially based on Magic the Gathering. I wasn't sure how a tabletop RPG, as opposed to a TCG, was going to adapt. And I've played Magic once, in like 94, when I first went to college. Actually, it might have been 96. So, I barely remembered any of it. I know mana's involved, but that doesn't help. But I had a blast at the game. Discovered that Carnal has been discovered by the Russian sex bots very thoroughly. 4 times I think we had to clean the chat. Also, congratulations, Violence, on your wrench. We don't actually have to duel to the death to see who's going to be top wrench, but yeah, I think it would have been funny. As there will be no Sultans of Shadilay tomorrow, I have my phone left stuck to the table saw. Don't want to magnetize my table saw. But as there's no Sultans of Shadilay tomorrow, I will probably be doing a live stream of my own, and it'll be something fairly catch as catch can, kind of thrown together. But the topic's going to be ginger erasure. And the, I have to fix that camera again. Oh, stop it. Good boy, stay still. But the disturbing trend, not just to erase gingers, but to replace them with characters of color. Um, you do know red's a color, right? Anyway, save that for tomorrow. Uh, while I'm at it, I might as well say like, share, subscribe, comment. If you feel like donating, by all means, don't forget to bash the bell and check your notification settings. That thing with all, some, highlights, whatever the hell it says, or none. Uh, if you're interested in seeing my content, make sure you've got all clicked as well. And periodically, check to make sure you're actually still subscribed to me. And occasionally unsubscribe and resubscribe, because I think that has made a difference for me with a few creators over the years. I know Magog of Morscar, who I had absolutely not noticed had been removed from my subscriptions. Go check out his channel too, Magog of Morscar. Oh, sorry, Wicked Guild now, Guild. He's kind of moving out of the political space and into something more, I think, fantasy comedy focused, which I'm fascinated to see. He also used to do the side quest, or is, I guess, still doing side quest. I don't know. As I said, I fell out of tracking him because of other things and didn't realize he'd been removed from my subscriptions for so long. Also, check out Trim's Art Shack, TRYM''S. Trim does some really cool graphic work. It's well beyond my level of ability. I'm lucky I can sketch something on a piece of paper to make something out of wood with later. What else? James Craik has a novel out, Ship of Fools, Fuls. I'm trying to carve out time to start reading his web novel, but busy days and busy evenings. Didn't start playing Shades of Dominion until 10:30 last night, and we went for a couple of hours, by which time I needed to pass the hell out. What else? That's pretty much it, actually, I think. But yeah, tomorrow I will be doing a live stream. I probably won't start it quite as early as usual, so it won't be 10:30 Newfoundland time. I'll probably go... yeah, we'll say I'll start... well, I'd like to have something to eat first, so we'll say 12:30 Newfoundland time, and I'll go for a while anyway and see where it takes me. So 12:30 NST to probably 1:30 or so. Seems usually that an hour is all I need to get said what I want to get said and have some time with my chat. Speaking of my chat, I very much want to show my appreciation to you guys. So this is a shout out to you specifically. Trying to remember some of the names. I know Kingdom of Vinland is a regular. Callum Dayton, I believe, has popped in quite a lot. And if I forget anybody, it's not because I'm playing favorites, it's because my memory is terrible in the moment, especially in the mornings. But yeah, I think that's everything I wanted to cover. I'm sure there's something very big that I'm missing. Oh, weekly white pills with Based Ape and Discordia 3052. That should be tomorrow. Normally they were going after the Sultans, so it'll probably be a couple of hours after my stream tomorrow. Other than that, I don't think there's a lot left to cover. So yeah, go out, have a good day, and rise and rise again until lambs become lions. Bye-bye.